MLB Postseason, guys. Tonight, Game 2, ALCS. Guardians and Yankees. Oh my God. 5 wild pitches last night almost broke my soul. We're going up against Garrett Cole tonight, fellas. What do we got to do to bring home a Game 2 victory?
Our bats need to wake up. That quite simple. And who's catching tonight? Is it Hedges?
My guess would probably be, I can look it up real quick, but my guess is going to be Naylor because he's been catching Bybee.
Oh, all those wild pitches. That's the only reason they won that game. If you want me to be honest, it was wild pitches.
No, I agree with you completely.
But those wild pitches weren't by the starter, Cobb. It was because of Cantillo, who they brought in.
Cantillo, absolutely. He was not ready to come in at all.
No, he looked like a kid on the first day of school in a new school. That was him. He was shaking in his boots, and he was not ready for the moment.
I am correct, by the way. Bo Naylor will catch tonight.
Oh man, this is where I think I texted you. Let me pull up my text, Brandon. I said you need to take one in the Bronx.
Yeah,
and this you have to, or else the series. Well,
I don't know if it's over, but it would be tough to win 4 out of 5.
I have the Yankees winning this series in 6. I think they're going to win tonight also and go up 2-0 in this series. And then they'll win one of the 3 games in Cleveland.
My thing is, we pitched pretty well last night. Gave up 2 solo shots, but the Yankees, what killed me was the Yankees were over 6 with runners in scoring position. And they got 4 runs, and they basically didn't have to earn 3 of them. I mean, even the sacrifice fly they got was on a walk, 2 wild pitches. The guy moves to third base. They got a run without even getting a hit.
Okay, I want to jump to the New York Mets for a second because I love watching this team. They have you want to talk about that never say die attitude? That is the New York Mets.
They're the hottest team in baseball as of June. Francisco Lindor, that leadoff home run, obviously in Game 2. I'll ask both of you, though, because the Dodgers, outside of obviously yesterday, they pitched very well. They had 3 straight shutouts, Game 4, Game 5 against San Diego, Game 1 against the Mets. I think it's a very close series. I just think the Dodgers pitching staff is deeper than the Mets. I think that will get them probably over the hump in this series.
I agree.
I'm not so sure because, again, the Mets have that never say die attitude, and they're going home for these next 3 games if there's a Game 5.
Yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. As I alluded to earlier, Josh, in the football segment, I don't even care that we're in New York or New York's coming here or Dodgers are going to the Mets. Home field advantage anymore in sports, it's never meant less. In baseball, I think the road team has won 60% of the games in these playoffs. It's about who has the fresher bullpen. And again, I think the Dodgers do. And I think the fact that they get shut out San Diego, which is, an equal lineup, I would say, to the Mets, if not maybe a little more power there in the middle, shut them down with 8 bullpen guys.
Okay, by the way, my bad. There is going to be a Game 5 because of the Mets winning Game 2. So my mistake on that one. But, I mean, you look at this Mets offense. It's not just Pete Alonso. It's Francisco Lindor. It's Mark Vientos. You got
Nimmo, who's had a huge series.
Brandon Nimmo, yeah. The way I just love the attitude of this team. You cannot count them out.
Do you know how much it hurts to watch Frankie smoke bombs over the wall? Do you know how much that hurts me, Josh?
It doesn't hurt me at all because we got Andres Jimenez. I told you guys a couple years ago, I was cool with it. Lindor was not going to stay here.
No.
We just have to accept it. Good for him. If it's Guardians Mets in the World Series, what a storyline.
That's right. Isn't that what I told you, Brandon? Didn't I say that to you? I said that exact line. I said, Clase throws the final strike and stares down Lindor. Didn't I say that?
Yes, you did.
I did.
You know what World Series Major League Baseball wants though.
It isn't even more clear when they're marketing. All they're showing is Dodgers and Yankees players.
Yeah, they don't even want the Subway Series. But let me just say this super quick. I was at Game 5 on Saturday against the Detroit Tigers. It was amazing to be there. I captured the moment Lane Thomas hit that grand slam. You can go watch that video on my YouTube channel right now. It has over 28,000 views, I think, currently. But but currently, that is my number 2 favorite Guardians playoff game that I've ever been to. Only eclipsed by the 15-inning 0-0 game against Tampa Bay.
Wow,
Yes.
what a crazy game.
Yes. But let me just say this. As a general baseball fan, I don't know the exact reason why I'm saying this, because I have no allegiance to Detroit at all. But for some reason, for me personally, when Detroit is a good baseball team, it feels like the sport of baseball is better. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about the Tigers, but for me, it just, when the Tigers are good, baseball feels better.
Yeah, that's interesting. Again, I'm not, you know, um, it is what it is. I really think baseball has become regional. Me and Jalen have talked about this, and Josh, me and you have talked about it a little bit, but not to the extent where, you know, unless it's October, it's really hard to follow baseball nationally, unless you're don't have a local team or whatever.
Oh, uh, it's even hard to follow. You're telling me I gotta follow the guards while the Cavs are getting high. If we're not in the playoffs, I'm supposed to follow baseball. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm watching the Cavs 100 times over. Uh, Although I get what you're saying, like if you don't have a team to follow, but like it's hard to follow the guards when it's June. Like that, it's tough
Yeah,
when the finals are going on. Like,
especially this year with all the Caitlin Clark stuff and things going on in the WNBA. That's one of the things me and Josh talked about a ton.
Yeah,
oh, for sure. I was watching Caitlin Clark put up numbers, and the guards are got the best closer in baseball. Well, I'm not watching, so like it's just so hard.
Yeah, like if there's a World Series game on and it's the same time as the WNBA finals, I don't know definitively which one I would watch. I would have that would be a hard decision for me to make, because Brandon knows this. I've been a long time watcher of women's basketball.
You've been more of a WNBA fan watcher, seriously, and I told you this. I give you credit than anybody I literally ever know.
Yeah, I've been a Minnesota Lynx fan for a while, going back to like Simone Augustus, Maya Moore, Lindsay Whalen, all those girls. So
All right.
it's been fun for me.